Trey, thank you so much for allowing us to chat with you on video as well.
Thank you. It's great to finally be able to do this.
Yes. So we're sitting here with Trey, who's the programs director in LGBT Rights Ghana.
Yeah.
It's a really cool job that you do, Trey.
So we've been volunteering in your department.
Yeah.
Yes. So we know it a little bit now, but I think you should tell our folks back in Denmark and plus plus, what does the programs department at LGBT Plus Rights Ghana do?
We're supposed to do programs for community and programs and projects for community, and also to organize within the community, within the organization, to do meetings, to make sure that there's cohesion in the programs that we do. So currently we are working on about 2 projects in the programs department, under which Here and Beyond, which is our monthly program, monthly community program, is one, and then there's the research, documentation and data management program where we are gathering data on queer Ghana.
Oh, wow. It's been amazing to be at your events and meet so many people from the community. It seems like it's very meaningful for them too. And I'd like to ask you why is this kind of these kinds of community events important?
Right. So I think that you both have been here for some time and know the kind of climate this is when it comes to queer people, how homophobic it is, and also how there is literally no space, no public space for queer people to hang out. We don't have gay bars, we don't have gay clubs, there is no place to exist as yourself or with your partner or even with your friends and family. So these programs that we do, or these events we do, ensure that once a month queer people get to have a space where they come and they can be themselves. And yeah, it's important because we don't have these spaces in Ghana. And so to do this once a month is something to look forward to. You know that once a month you get to go to some place. You never know where we are doing the event at. So you just know once a month there's this place you're going to go to meet people from your community who you wouldn't probably see again till the next month, but it's going to be a good time and it's something to look forward to.
Because I remember the last event that we got to volunteer at and help out, and part of what we got to help with was seeing the people that had signed up for the event and then going through it to see, is this safe people to invite to an event like this? Is this going to be positive for everyone that joins? Calling through, trying to see who is this person, does anyone know this person, are they really queer friendly or are they just pretending? It must be difficult to organize events when you have to be so careful.
It is, and sometimes I wonder to what extent, there are programs or events where I've got to just forget about everything and let people just walk in, but I cannot risk the security of the people I am organizing for. So you Heini just spoke about all the things you have to do just to make sure the list is safe. Then you have to do security, there's refreshment, there's logistics that have to come together for the event to go on. So there's a lot that goes into organizing for a very small group of people who just want to have fun.
Oh, that's right. Wow. But wow, I think it's so cool that you're doing this kind of work. You're the head person of these amazing programs that mean so much to the community. And I would like to know what has the community meant to you?
So I've realized that the community is very resilient. We started to have these programs, or it was happening before I started, or I became a volunteer and now the director. But we've at LGBT Plus Rights Ghana have had these programs running for 2 years, and the first of its kind, or the biggest of its kind, was when we opened our center, and it was amazing. Everybody just wanted to come.
Tell us a little bit about that. I don't think everyone in Denmark has heard about the center.
Have you seen the video of it?
No.
I could share, and maybe you could put it on. It was the opening night video. It was awesome. So at that time I was a volunteer. I was a new volunteer. I didn't know what to do. Last year.
Okay.
March, no, February.
Okay.
January 31st actually.
Okay. Cool.
Last year. So I became a volunteer in 2020.
Yeah.
And that program was my first introduction to the community organizing for. And it was a rainbow day and night, like there were rainbow colors everywhere, the flags were everywhere, and it was a cocktail night. So we had free cocktails flowing.
Oh, wow.
It was
How many
amazing. For almost 60 people.
Wow.
Yeah, it was free cocktails until they ran out.
I would have come.
It was amazing. There was music, there were like small things to eat for the people who were getting too drunk so that, you know, you could pace yourself. But it was great. And it was attended by a lot of people from the diplomatic commission.
Okay.
And that is what bit us, because they put out pictures of the program and it went viral that the EU, it was especially the EU, that the EU was supporting the opening of such a space.
Okay.
It was even said that it was the EU that opened the space. So it blew up and the space
The
got shut
Danish
down.
ambassador was there as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it even led to him being removed.
Yeah, it did.
He's gone now, and it's like a new person. Yeah, so it's had a lot of.
At least he was asked for an apology as well.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
yeah. It had a lot of effects. It really ricochetted. And that happened, and we went low for a bit. The next event we did after that was an online protest to protest the shutdown of the space. And we had everybody or people who were interested in the in what we were doing turn their Twitter pages or Twitter profiles red. On every profile you had on social media, you had to turn it red.
That's why here in Beyond
it's still red. Yeah. Yeah, it was really nice, the turnout. And after that, we really laid low because you couldn't trust that if you did an event, it was going to be safe for community. And we were hit again as a community in May when 21 activists were arrested for going to do a paralegal training in the Volta region. And yeah, a friend of mine would say that the Ghanaian activists or queer activist community, we are not a lot. So for you to arrest 21 of us, it's a huge blow to the work that we are doing. And so that also stalled community events from happening because it was not a good time. Right after that, after they are released in July, we had the bill coming up.
July. So they were there for 2 months?
They were there for a month. So from May 21st to June 21st.
Wow.
It was a whole month. And they went to court maybe thrice and were denied bail all those 3 times.
Wow.
It was a serious and hard battle. And a lot of people had to a lot of community organizers and local activists had to put a lot of resources. I know up till now they are still paying back resources that were used to, or finances that were used to free these people a year ago. So it had a lot of, last year was a heavy time for the queer Ghanaian community. But in July the bill came up. It's like we were never getting enough breathing space. Like you breathe a little, we are caught, like we're catching you. It's just, it was so many things, you know.
And the bill suddenly came.
The bill too came in July. But in August, we decided to host community, like to do an event. We had gone so long without doing anything that it felt like we were hiding. And I guess at that point for us to at LGBT Southwest Ghana, it felt like we are hid for too long. And we were the people who came out and opened the space and said it was a community. So you cannot hide for that long, you know. So we had a games night in August, which was amazing. No hitches, security was good. And since then, we've been organizing for community every single month. Twice a month, sometimes 3 times a month, but we try to make it once a month. Or we try to do at least once a month. And we also try to add a lot of online events so that people who are not in Accra or other queer people, other queer Ghanaians who are outside the country can still join and feel community and have that sense that they are not alone. It's like all of us in this. It's amazing to see that no matter what is happening, people want to connect, to reach out to each other, to still hold that community space for each other, and it's been amazing to see.
That's amazing to hear how the community can be shook like the building and the children.
And and you call it Here and Beyond.
Yeah.
Which I feel like you must be speaking to both the situation we have right now this month while we're meeting, playing board games or what we're doing, but beyond as well.
Yeah, I didn't think of it like that, but yeah.
No, you didn't think of it like that.
I like would see Here and Beyond as we are doing. Yeah, it's like we are doing this Here and Beyond, but also like I guess I didn't even think of it like that. But no matter how I think of it right now, it's Here and Beyond. Like we are here and having the fun or the time of our lives or connecting, and we will do that beyond this, no matter like whatever is going to come out. So
What's your dream for the future?
It's big. I mean, queer utopia would be like the dream of having marriage equality.
Utopia.
Yeah, it's like queer heaven in Ghana. It's like having marriage equality, and this is like a taboo to even say as a local activist or as a queer activist, because it's like you're dreaming too big. We don't even have basic rights. Looking at marriage equality, you know. Yeah, and I'm hoping that we can connect with other people in other African countries who are queer. I think that the African queer story has not been told properly. It's a lot of us in our corners, and it's like we are rising up and we're like pushing back and we're becoming visible, but we are still really in our own corners. When you look at maybe the USA, for example, the liberation is like all over the country. Like everybody was affected by it. The stories are shared by all of them. They like
that way,
yeah, but like in Africa, we are like, it's like first of all, they would say that being queer is not African, and the fact that we are springing up in all these places feels like we are being influenced to spring up. But I hope that we're able to have these connections with other queer people for us to share stories, to connect and realize that we've been this since time memorial, and we just have been blocked by all these borders and all these things that have prevented us from engaging and connecting. Yeah, very passionate.
I love that.
about this.
That too.
It's like a Pan-African queer movement.
That's what I hope for. And I really hope this for like community-based organizations and activists, and further hope this for like all of us as community people or as queer Africans.
You know what? Don't just watch these videos. Please be a part of it. Of course, it's easy for me and Alexander to say when we get to be here and participate in the
they're
events.
amazing.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
But you can be a part of it as well. Maybe you can come visit one day. That would be really cool. But even from Denmark or from Norway or wherever you're watching, that you can click the link that we paste in the description. That goes to a GoFundMe campaign, where the money is 100% going to LGBT plus rights Ghana, and a big part of it goes to Trey and her team so that they can organize amazing events to bring the community together, empower the community, spread some positivity in dark times sometimes.
Really dark times.
So be a part of that and encourage your friends to do the same. We're gonna have more talks with Trey, so you should subscribe and stay tuned. And
that's my sentence. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
You don't even know your own sentence.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that was really cool. Thank you guys.
Thank you,
Bye.
Tracy. Have fun.